There is a simple way to recognize a weak mind, not by how loud someone speaks, not by how confident they appear, and certainly not by how many opinions they have. A weak mind reveals itself through words, because words expose the way someone thinks. They reveal how someone reacts to pressure, failure, criticism, and discomfort. The ancient Stoics believed that the strongest person is not the one who controls others, but the one who controls himself. And if you listen carefully, you will notice that people with weak minds repeat the same phrases over and over again. Phrases that reveal insecurity, phrases that reveal fear, phrases that reveal a lack of discipline. Today, we're going to look at 7 things weak minds always say, and how a Stoic mind thinks differently. But before we begin, take a moment to subscribe if you want to learn how to develop the calm, disciplined mindset that Stoics practiced for thousands of years. Now, let's begin. 1. It's not my fault. This is one of the most common phrases of a weak mind. Whenever something goes wrong, they immediately look for someone else to blame. The boss was unfair. The timing was wrong. Other people ruined the opportunity. But Stoicism teaches something very different. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." A Stoic understands that blaming others gives away your power, because if everything is someone else's fault, then nothing is in your control. Strong minds ask a different question. Instead of saying, "It's not my fault," they ask, "What could I have done better?" Responsibility is uncomfortable, but it is also the beginning of power. 2. Life is unfair. Weak minds often believe that life should be easy. They expect things to go their way, and when they face obstacles, they complain about how unfair everything is. But Stoics never expected life to be fair. Epictetus once said, "Do not seek for events to happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do." In other words, life does not owe you comfort. Challenges are not injustices. They are part of the human experience. A strong mind sees obstacles as training. Every difficulty becomes an opportunity to build resilience. Weak minds complain about life. Stoics prepare for it. 3. I'll do it later. Procrastination is another sign of a weak mind. It sounds harmless. I'll start tomorrow. I'll work on it later. I'll get serious when the time is right. But tomorrow is often just a comfortable lie, because the real problem is not time. It is discipline. The Stoics were deeply aware that time is the most valuable resource we have. Seneca wrote, "While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away." Weak minds delay action. Strong minds act immediately. Because every day you delay becoming stronger, someone else is becoming stronger instead. 4. People will judge me. This fear controls countless lives. Many people never pursue their goals because they are afraid of what others will think. They worry about criticism. They worry about embarrassment. They worry about being misunderstood. But Stoics understood something important. Other people's opinions are outside your control. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "I cannot control what others think of me." And if something is outside your control, worrying about it is pointless. Weak minds seek approval. Strong minds seek growth, because the people who judge you today will not even remember you tomorrow. 5. This is too hard. When difficulty appears, weak minds immediately retreat. They look at the challenge and decide, it is too much, too complicated, too exhausting, too uncomfortable. But Stoics believed that difficulty is necessary for strength. Think of physical training. A muscle only grows when it is pushed beyond comfort. The same is true for the mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The obstacle is the way. What blocks your path becomes the path." Difficulty is not a signal to stop. It is a signal that growth is happening. Weak minds avoid effort. Strong minds welcome it. 6. I deserve better. Entitlement is another trait of weak thinking. Some people believe they deserve success, respect, and recognition simply because they want it. But Stoics never believed that life guarantees rewards. Respect must be earned. Success must be built. Character must be forged through effort. The Stoic mindset is simple. You are not entitled to outcomes. You are only responsible for your actions. And the irony is that people who stop demanding rewards often achieve them faster because they focus on discipline rather than expectations. Weak minds expect rewards. Strong minds earn them. 7. I can't change. This may be the most dangerous phrase of all because it closes the door to growth. When someone says, "This is just who I am," they are choosing stagnation. The Stoics believed that the human mind is capable of constant improvement. No matter your past, no matter your mistakes, no matter your habits, you always have the ability to change your thoughts and actions. Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Self-mastery is a lifelong process. Weak minds accept their limitations. Strong minds challenge them. Now notice something important. Each of these phrases reveals the same hidden problem. Avoidance, avoiding responsibility, avoiding discomfort, avoiding growth. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. Face reality, accept hardship, train your mind, because the strongest people in history were not those who had the easiest lives. They were those who developed the strongest minds. So the next time you hear one of these phrases from someone else or even from yourself, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this the voice of strength or the voice of weakness? Because the words you repeat eventually shape the person you become. A weak mind looks for excuses. A Stoic mind looks for discipline. And the difference between the two is often nothing more than a single decision. The decision to take control of your mind. If this video made you think differently, take a moment to subscribe. On this channel, we explore the wisdom of Stoic philosophy and how it can help you build discipline, emotional strength, and mental clarity in a chaotic world. Because mastering the mind is the most powerful form of freedom, and the journey toward that mastery begins with a single step, a single thought, and a refusal to think like a weak mind ever again.